Ready, Grant?
Yes, sir.
What's your cause number?
So let's see. The gun case is going to be 2549-495 for Mr. Okoji, and there should have been
Come up, sir. No,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Try to tell her earlier.
Chisholm, I'll help you out next. And then Teresa, you're after that. All right. Good morning, Mr. Okoji. Sir, you're charged with two cases. You're charged with assault of a family member. You're also charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. On both of those cases, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On December 2nd, 2024, officer conducted a follow-up investigation on a reported assault from October 27th, 2024. Officer made contact with the complaining witness who stated that the defendant and her were in a dating relationship for 3 years. And on the day of the incident, the defendant grabbed the complaining witness's phone. And when the complaining witness tried to get her phone back, she was struck in the face with a closed fist multiple times, causing pain. The complaining witness positively ID'd the defendant by a booking photo.
So what about the gun though?
Oh, so excuse me, Judge. The gun was so that was a 2B, and then he got picked
Oh,
up.
it's a different case.
Right. So then it's a new case from the 28th, where he got picked up a felony PCS and a gun.
I see. Okay.
The
So
UCW.
the UCW is connected to the PCS upstairs. Got
Yes,
it.
sir.
All right. So I'm going to find probable cause to go forward on both of your cases, Mr. Okoji. On the assault of a family member, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person and not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand? I am entering in what's called a magistrate's order of emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies Ms. Nolasco as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot stalk, threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand?
Sir.
If you violate this, the state can and probably will file a violation of a protective order. That's one of the worst misdemeanor cases you can pick up. Do you understand?
Sir.
All I'm asking you to do is don't pick up any new cases, don't have any contact, don't have any weapons.
Sir.
Now you got a great lawyer. Listen to him. He'll take care of you because you have a lawyer. I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, you pick up a new case, I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you take a seat while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm approaching on an off-docket matter. Case number 2544420. Jonathan Coleman is a fugitive warrant. I filed a notice of appearance of.
I signed, I know that I signed one motion for you, which it looks like it was a
It was
motion to
a.
sub.
Yeah, I was approaching on the motion to sub, Judge, just to make sure that I got subbed in on it.
Okay, Daniel, is it on docket today or no?
No, I think he's on the docket for the 11th. You guys, I think Harris County has sent him to Mississippi, and I think they're trying to get him back over to you guys. So as soon as he can get back, I want to approach. I've done a little basic research on his out of state case. It's a case out of Story County, Iowa, which is Ames, Iowa. It's a third degree. They call it a class C felony.
Hold on, Daniel. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. Let me call Day because I don't have any fugitive prosecutors here, and I don't have any here that will be able to help you. Give me 1 second. Do you know Day Kim, Daniel?
No, I do not, Your Honor. But I can get in contact with him and circle back on Monday, Judge. We don't have to inundate your docket with this right now because he's not here. I was just wanting to, give
So
you.
let's do this. Let's do this, Day. I have
Yes, Judge.
Daniel Chisholm that's approaching.
off the beeper.
I have-
You said Chisholm?
Yeah, Daniel Chisholm, who's a defense lawyer, who's approaching on this case. I'm gonna email you and I'm gonna email him because he wants to talk about it, but the dude's not here. So if you don't mind, can I attach you to an email so you guys can, talk to him to figure out what he's thinking, what he'd like to do? And then
Sure.
just wrote me in, I guess. It's Jonathan Coleman. Hold on.
Jonathan Coleman. Jonathan
What's your
Paul
email
Coleman.
address, Daniel?
Is he needing an answer like right now? I'm about to head into a meeting in 15
No,
minutes.
no, because he's not here. He's willing to wait till Monday. But I'm just putting
Okay.
you guys together so that you guys talk and then let me know what I need to do.
Gotcha.
I'm just-
Okay, I'll give him a call after the meeting. And then I'll sort it out with him. If a good contact number can be put in there, I can certainly talk to him about my thoughts on the case.
So Daniel, I just emailed you. If you can reply and put your cell phone today, huh? Please?
Got it, no problem, Judge. Thank you so
Okay,
much,
man.
Your Honor. Have a good
All right,
weekend,
guys.
sir.
You
All right,
too.
thank you. All right,
Now be
bye-bye.
excused, Judge.
Yeah, thanks, Daniel.
Take care, brother.
Bye. Okay, Teresa.
Hi, Judge.
Hey,
Wanted to approach today. We dropped by yesterday, but I know docket had already ended and you weren't there. I wanted to discuss Shaniqua Smith. She was the one that we were waiting on the amended DWI PTI contract as it related to the classes. They did submit the amended one to us. I just got in this morning and saw that it is there. So they did amend it to only allow one class versus two classes for her for SOP instead of SOP and IOP. With that said, Judge, I know Miss Victoria wrote us to Monday. I wanted to know, Judge, if it would be okay for us to come in on Friday. I know if not, she said she can move things around, but if.
Fridays are no good because it's an arraignment day, but if you want any other day, I'm okay.
Okay,
Just reach out to Victoria and let her know, okay?
perfect. And then Judge, she also has that scram device that you ordered for her to have on at the setting when there was a violation. She does have the portable already. She's been blowing already as scheduled. So we wanted to know if she would be able to have the scram device off now
I
that
don't know
she
about
has
that
the
yet.
portable.
No, I
Okay.
haven't been able to look to see if she's good. I mean, you're catching me off guard. I'm not ready. Just,
Understood, Judge.
yeah, I'm not ready for
Understood.
that yet.
So then
Okay.
I'll email Miss Victoria then and see if we can maybe get her in on Thursday then.
When she gets in, then we'll do it all, okay?
Perfect. Sounds good,
Yeah.
Judge. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
We're saying yes for Thursday.
Yeah, yeah. Bo,
Hey Judge, how you doing?
hey, man, I got you here. Bo's here. Hey, your guy went into custody.
Yes, sir.
And
For a felony warrant on a MAJ.
I know, but the PC was something that kind of concerned me. Have you looked at it to see?
I got his version, but yeah, it sounded, from what he told me, even sounded concerning.
Do you have, what's your guy's name? It starts with
Marco Diaz, Your Honor.
Diaz. You're attached to the case. Do you have access to the DIMS or the offense report?
I will check, yes, sir. I will check it out now because I put in attorney of record yesterday. So,
Check it
Oh.
out, read the PC, and let me know if you have any arguments,
okay, Your Honor.
okay?
Yes, sir.
Hang tight, and then when you're ready, let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hey,
Judge, Mr. Sanders, we're approaching. Came back.
come up, Mr. Sanders. All right, so Mr. Sanders, you're back. Fatima, do you have the results?
Something positive for PCP, Judge.
No, that's it. I gave you the opportunity. You're not to use. All right, he goes with you.
I did do
Go
a brief research on it, and PCP does stay in your system between 7 and 14 days from what, I mean, this is Google, but. Sure. No. So you don't see anything like it for you.
He was arrested on the 10th of this month.
And it tested on the 15th.
He's not supposed to use regardless.
Well, right, but it would still be in the system based on him using, let's say, the 10th. On the day that he was arrested.
PCP would not stay in this system from the 10th of the month until now, which is the 31st of the month. That's 2.5 weeks. 2 to 2.5 weeks. No, you're not, I told you, no alcohol, no dope. You tested positive for cocaine. You tested positive for PCP. You're not to use. I mean, on a urine test, they can last 7 to 14 days. Right?
Right, that's fine.
It's been 3 weeks. No, it goes with you. Sorry, Mr. Sanders. I'm going to give you a chance to clean up, but I'm not going to continue to play this game. I don't want you using. Do you understand?
Judge, could address the bond at this point now as well.
Tell me. The bond is set at $1,000. What do you want? That's right. No rush.
You said $7,000? I see it 1,000. Okay.
1,000 now.
Judge, I'd ask that you leave it as is.
No. Oh, there has to be some kind of consequence, man.
They just remade the bond on the felony case for this violation as well.
So they already took him into custody because of this as well for upstairs.
Yes, Judge, they did.
Yeah, no, you can't. No, you can't, Mr. Sanders. That's it. If you continue to use, what I'm going to do is I'll have a contempt hearing, possibly hold you in contempt, slap you with 180 days, probate it for 2 years, and put you in a rehab facility. We are giving you now the opportunity to stop on your own. If you're unable to, we will take matters into our own hands. I don't want to have to do that, but if you're going to force our hands, it goes with you.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I don't know. Give me, it's not.
1,500? Can you do 1,500?
What do you think?
It's fine, Judge.
1,500. But I'm now going to test him like crazy. And if it continues to happen,
Yes, sir.
so please admonish him accordingly.
Yes, sir.
All right, so 1501. Hi, of course.
Okay, I'm
Happy
here on
Friday.
a off-docket matter, Ms. Keys. 2548155. You sent me an email a couple of days ago.
Oh,
about
right,
her.
right. Okay.
But the issue is that I'm asking you to open up, I'm here to request that you open up her curfew so she can take her son to school. So that's why she had left 10 minutes early, but she said she's out the house
Okay.
at 5:30 and she's here today.
Okay, come up, ma'am.
Okay, 2548155.
So what would you like?
I'm asking, I have the scram on and I have the monitor on, and for the curfew, I'm asking, my son has to be to school at 6 o'clock and my curfew is 7. He plays basketball, he's in sports, so they have
I got it.
practice before school.
You
And he
want
goes to
5:30?
school out of district, so I'm asking if I can have 5:30. I
Okay,
take him to school and I come right back home, and I don't have a problem with my curfew. And then I wanted to also ask, with the scram and with the monitor on, if you can reinstate my driving privileges, because twice my son has been late
oh,
to school.
Well, I was gonna pull her record, her,
I don't know what your driving record is. I mean,
yeah, I didn't know about her privileges. I know she has an interlock device, but I didn't know that
I
her
don't have an
privileges
You
were
interlock
run-
on,
device. I don't have an interlock device.
Oh, you don't?
No, because I don't have a car. So, but my sister let me use her
Why are
car
you saying
No.
you don't have driving privileges?
because when I came to court, I thought
He told you not to drive. Okay,
Yeah,
I
he
gotta
told
look
me
at your bond
not, yeah, he told me
conditions.
not to
Okay.
drive into court. And so,
As
I
of now, Your
can't
Honor, it's
afford
eligible
to-
with the last suspension ending in April of twenty
read
twenty-four.
read me the DIMS, please.
The DIMS, yes, Your Honor. So on January 18th, 2024, the officer observed a vehicle failing to drive in a single lane at the 8600 block of West Grant Parkway. The defendant was swerving in and out of two lanes and came close to crashing into another vehicle in the next lane. A traffic stop was conducted, and the officer made contact with the defendant, the driver of the vehicle. The officer observed disorientation, a moderate odor of an alcoholic beverage, and slurred speech. The defendant could not provide an ID or insurance, and the officer observed an open container of alcohol on the floorboard next to her feet. The defendant stated she had not consumed alcohol, and the officer observed slow movements and unsteadiness on her feet. Center field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 8 out of 8, one leg stand 2 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to breath. The results were 0.29 and 0.294.
Does she have any other open DWIs or anything?
This is the one where she has an open DWI out of Austin County.
That's why. You have 2 open DWIs. I don't want you driving. You're not allowed to drive. If I find that you drive, I'm gonna have a contempt hearing. So I hope above all else, you are not driving. You heed this warning, Ms. Keys. You are not allowed to drive. If I find that you're driving someone else's car in violation, you're looking at 6 months in jail every single time you have signed an affidavit promising you that you're not going to drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. You have 2 open DWIs. There's alcohol in the car allegedly. Unacceptable.
And then opening up my privilege is the reason why I asked it, because also, unless I sign over custody of my kid, I'm the only one that can sign him to school. So what's been going on is I have to ride with her to drop him off, and then she brings me back.
Okay.
I have not
I will-
violated any
If you
conditions
want
of
me
my
to
bond.
open up the curfew, I
Okay.
will, but
Okay.
I don't want you driving. Do you understand?
Yes.
There is a method to our madness here. And 2 open DWIs, a 0.2 with alcohol in the car tells me that there is an issue. The last thing I want is someone dead. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I will open it up to 5:30. I hope, because imagine what's gonna happen to your child if you go to jail and I make your bond $50,000 and you don't have anyone to make it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, just
Yes,
thank you.
ma'am.
May we be excused?
Yes, please.
Does she need to sign them?
She will need to sign yes, the condition, yes. Look at Herman.
I'm just repeating everything what you said.
It's funny.
Coach.
Okay, yeah.
Patterson.
Hi, Harold. Mr. Landino, always a pleasure. How are you, man?
Sir, good to see you, Judge. So I'm one of your MAC attorneys today, Judge, and I have a couple clients, but on Miss Patterson, she's
Yes,
struggling. It's a trespassing case,
okay.
and it's a little weird, but I think you might have issued conditions for no contact at all.
Okay,
And we were going to ask if the state was in agreement to change that to no threatening, harassing, assaultive contact.
so my thing is that I always want to honor the wishes of the complaining witness. If they're okay with it, then I'm okay with it.
I spoke with the complainant and she's fine with them living together and still contact. It's just no threatening, harassing anymore.
Where is Miss Patterson? Come up, Miss Patterson. So, got it, yeah. So I will amend your conditions to order you not to have any threatening or harassing contact. What you need to understand, what is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think. It's what she perceives. So is this threatening or harassing? It most certainly is, and it can land you in jail. So I don't know what kind of relationship you have, but if it's one that you're constantly butting heads, be careful, because you're the one that's going to end up in jail if there's another fight and she comes up and she starts complaining. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's done. All right, so you file it, we'll sign it, and then you guys are free to go. And one more thing, you must stay in touch with Mr. Landrino. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you've gone AWOL, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. Don't pick up a new case. Okay, good luck.
It's written out.
Okay.
Did you make that change?
Jawad Akoji?
10 and 11?
Page 10, 11, 12, and 13, more like it, right? Mr. Martinez, you were charged with evading arrest, theft, failure to identify oneself, driving while intoxicated, and you also have a felony theft of a firearm. What are we doing?
He is pleading guilty to the DWI and evading, 30, credit for 23, and then they are going to dismiss the felony. That's why Herman's here. He's on the felony.
So, well, they're gonna dismiss what, the felony
Once
theft?
he pleads, they're going to dismiss the felony, yes.
So we're going forward on the DWI and the evading.
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
Mr. Martinez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated and evading arrest. On the DWI, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. On the evading arrest, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 30 days in jail with credit for the 23 days. He actually has 26 days credit.
It's 26 days credit on one and 23 on the other.
Okay. You need to understand that these charges will go on your record. The evading arrest is an enhanceable offense. If you ever run from the cops again, you will be charged with a felony offense. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The DWI is also going on in your record as well. So if you ever get pulled over by an officer, they're going to look up your record. They're going to see, man, this guy's got a lot of baggage on his record. If they smell alcohol or if they smell dope on you, what do you think they're going to do?
I already know it. They're gonna pick me up.
From now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car because you were taking a humongous risk.
Sir.
You understand?
Or drugs.
Or
Anything.
drugs.
When I informed Mr. Martinez,
Okay,
just
any
for your
drugs, sir.
purposes, even though he's
Or
getting his theft dismissed, it's gonna be based on a conviction on another case, so it's not expungable. The statute does not allow that case to be expunged,
Which one?
the theft of a firearm.
Do you understand that, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't think any of the cases. Or wait a second, hold on a second.
Separate, the ones that are separate transactions, Your Honor.
All
3 are out of the same
Okay,
transaction.
well then, yeah.
Yeah, so the evading, theft, failure to ID, all those are based out of the same transaction because none of the cases can be expunged. So the ones that are dismissed, they're going to stay on there. They'll be dismissed, but the others will reflect as a conviction on your record. That's what I'm saying. From now on, it's a minimum of 90 days in jail for anything that you pick up here in misdemeanor court. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this or undo this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
This is what you want to do. How do you plead to both of the cases, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
I want you to understand one more thing, Mr. Martinez, that DWI is big business in Harris County. There's a $3,000 surcharge that normally would apply to this. I'm not going to stick it on you now because it's a first offense, but on a second DWI, you're looking at a $6,000 surcharge that you get hit on a second DWI. Get a clue, take an Uber. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Just so I know, the time on that, are you running a concurrent with the ALR suspension?
No, no. He's got 5 open cases. What else you want? A ribbon too? Some boat?
Good
No,
to ask.
no.
Okay.
You have a license suspension. You're not allowed to drive.
I was trying to ask you about that.
Yeah, no, that's good.
No, that's-
Do you have, yeah, just sit down.
All right, thank you.
Do you have ribbons to give out, Jeff? Do you have ribbons?
Get your brother.
He's a cousin.
Brother, right here.